I'm going to be replacing this particular heater with our new 30,000 BTU heater with a thermostat. This unit has 3 panels that are catalytic converters. It works really well when it works, except you can't control the temperature well enough. By that, I mean we have the ability to have 6,000 BTUs come out, 12,000 BTUs come out, or 18,000 BTUs come out, which means there's going to be only a specific temperature difference between the outside and inside. This isn't terribly efficient, and we can't leave this running when we're gone. So we're going to change this out and use the new one. Now this unit is installed on a temporary basis because we don't need the heat year-round. We only need it for a few months in the wintertime. First, I'm turning off the propane. This is a 100-pound cylinder, and I'll talk more about that a little later on. Now, we've just turned off the propane, but there's still pressure in this hose, which means there's propane in the hose. What I'm going to do is burn that off. I'm going to light the pilot light. There, the pilot light's going. It's difficult to see in bright light, but that's working now. I'm going to go ahead and try lighting a couple of these burners. It looks like the propane has released pressure. I'm going to go ahead and detach both the regulator and the hose to the unit. Now remember, the regulator attaches using threads in the opposite direction. So in this case, to remove the regulator, I turned the nut clockwise. That's the normal direction that you tighten bolts and nuts with. Now, this heater is held on with the same kind of bracket that we'll be using for the heater that has the thermostat. It's sheet metal, it's attached to a piece of wood, it has the 2 ears coming out to hang the unit. Now the pipe that attaches the flexible hose to the unit is turning, so I'm going to use a pipe wrench to hold it. Now this nut screws in the normal direction. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This goes clockwise to tighten onto this flare fitting. The regulator went in the opposite direction. So we had to turn it to the right, clockwise, to loosen it up. Now I'll get our new heater. Alright, I'm going to have to remove this bracket which was used for the old heater, because the new one is slightly different spacing. You know, I made this stand probably 10 years ago for Irene's studio. At that time, we didn't have the wood stove in the studio. Now we do. The wood stove does a fabulous job. Now it's time to put the new bracket on. Oh, I have a couple of holes I can use. And the screws fit. And now you can see why I didn't use the drill when I was removing the screws. This battery's almost dead, and the other battery was fully dead. So I figured I'd save the energy.
I have a not dead battery if you want one.
That's actually pretty good. You know, hand tools very seldom run out of power.